Dear diarrhea full of shit. Just play along with myself and I, and no one else. Yo, I'm so legit. Just got passed by a pick-em-up truck, and it had the Hawaiian Islands on it, and it said aloha, which means hello and goodbye in Hawaiian. The Hawaiian alphabet only has like 12 letters, so there's a lot of words that are the same, but they mean different things depending on the context. And that is how you say Hawaii. That's white people say Hawaii. I guess it's actually pronounced Hawaii. Kind of like Mexico is actually pronounced Mexico. Just ask any Mexican, they'll back me up. Or should I say Mexican? But it was like upside down. And I'm wondering if the islands were upside down too. I don't care to look, you know. But is the big island on the left or the right? But anyway, I thought, you know, that's really stupid, man. You know, you gotta be different and shit. If we were on my planet, I'd beat your ass just for being different, you know. Pretty much I'd beat anybody who wasn't exactly like me, I'd beat them up. But see, the problem is, because I'm so tough and whatnot, hoorah, 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 hoorah. So, just have to be tougher than you. Might not look pretty doing it, but I will kill you. But on my planet, you know, we're all pretty much the same. All the men are Spartan warriors. All the women have hips, eyes, curves, and thighs. Know how to wear their panties and please their men. And they're actually women. They're not like chicks, broads, girls. You know. But there ain't too many of them floating around in this world, just like there ain't too many men. So I hear. Oh, I don't consider myself a man, for you hate whores out there. Oh, hell no, I'm a man boy, all the way, through and through. I mean, I've read the manual, and I took to it real well, you know. I mean, I remember reading the damn thing, you know, how to be a man, and it's like, shit, I might as well have wrote this fucking thing. But, you know, I know the part, but I don't play the part. So, but anyway, it got me thinking of, you know, beating. Just, I had said that, and for some reason it made me think, you know, of like, you know, assault charges and stuff like that. And I heard a story about a guy one time who, you know, beat another guy up with a pool ball. So it must have been at a bar type environment. Now that's pretty above and beyond. That's not your just local disagreement, you know, hot-headed, you know, dumb motherfuckers, you know, getting in a good old-fashioned fisticuff throwdown, you know, where you get a busted lip, busted nose, you know, whatever, bumps and bruises. I mean, that was like straight up, you know, I mean, that guy probably did 5 to 7 years because he went above and beyond, you know, in his attack. That wasn't just a fight. I mean, it's labeled, you know, assault. I don't exactly know what the rules are, you know, what makes it an assault, you know, versus just two dudes, you know, who got a little hot-headed, got in a fight. But that's definitely an assault above and beyond. He was not a threat anymore, the other combatant. And he used a weapon, you know, he amplified his force, you know, so he must have been in a range, you know, so. Because he knew. You know, it's like you might get more satisfaction out of, you know, beating the shit out of somebody with your fist, right? He didn't care. He wanted, you know, force, you know? So, because, you know, your nucky nuts can only take so much, you know? You hit the hard skull or the cheekbone or something, you know? Shit, you know? Body shots are freebies, right? You can unload, you know, but they're not as effective. You know, you can crack a rib and whatnot, and everything, yeah, but... Anyway, so yeah, man. And I'm thinking, well, what happened to the other dude? Probably what happened is the other dude probably started it. So he's facing assault charges for like, you know, 1 to 3 years, depending on the severity and, you know, the circumstances. You know, what was your mindset at the time? You know what I mean? What led up to it? You know, all that shit. You know, they take all that shit into account. So that's like worst case scenario for everybody. The dude who got, you know, beat up bad, you know, has to do 1 to 3 years, you know, in like a medium security prison. The dude who, you know, used the pool ball, probably still in medium security, But he's probably doing 5 to 7 years, and you got to serve like 85% of your sentence or whatever. And it got me thinking, you know, if I was facing charges like that, and I wasn't convinced that I could beat the case, you know, me and my lawyer, I'd probably choose to go ahead and sit in jail or prison or the holding wherever you're, you know, until you get your final, where you're going to do your time. If I didn't think I was going to beat the case, as long as it counted as time served, I'd rather sit in prison. So, or whatever, wherever they keep you until they, you know, hand down your sentence. So, but anyway, it just got me thinking about that. My mind wanders, you know. You gotta be a fucking bitch, you know. That's cute, man. Like sometimes you'll see that on Jeeps, you know. They'll see a bumper sticker that says, "If you can read this, you know, flip me over," or whatever. You know, it's upside down. Like I said, I recently rolled my Jeep. I'm so glad that thing landed upright, you know. Like I said, if I was worth a damn, I would have popped the hood because it wasn't hot yet because I had just left my house. Kicked the radiator forward, bent the fan blades all out of the way. It would have ran rough as shit, but I at least could have put that bitch in gear and drove it home. But I didn't think of it. So, anyway. That's all I gotta say about that. Just out here pissed off, hating on life. I noticed I got some views, you know, on this stuff. Whoever's playing games, it's probably that fucking queer. So, by the way, I forgot to mention, I also keep my shit saved on my, I email those pictures to myself. You know, because it's not a magazine, you know what I mean? I can't just keep that under my bed, you know? I mean, the technology can fail. So, the printouts, you know, like I said, they're a little bit darker, and that's all fine and good. Plus, I just like them on my phone. I like to be able to use them on the TV mirror image or whatever. Like I said, I'm so pathetic, you know, I'll size them up so they're life size and stuff. Good God, man! Yeah, well. But anyway, I forgot to mention that because I use that as like my point that I clear all my old shit. I'll just, because I check my email, I need to check it once a day, but sometimes I get behind. You know, but, you know, I kind of use that as like my stopping point, you know, like I go down to where my shit's saved, so. Anyway. But I forgot. So I had to reset. I just keep the main, you know, because it's way down there. I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, dog. So I just keep like the main templates and whatnot. So anyway, like I said, I don't use porn other than just to, you know, grab a shot. Every now and then you might get some decent shit. Most of it is like, what the fuck is this? You know, it's like it puts my dick in the dirt. You know what I mean? I can't. And again, not to sound pathetic, you know, hey, dear online family and friends, I got 144 subbies, you know. Hey, do me a favor, would you? Don't tell nobody I'm so pathetic and shit. Like, you know, I don't, you know, hump off frantically or anything. I just joke about that. I might throw in a little bit here and there. Oh yeah, I can go for hours, and I can bust a nut and keep going. You know, because gotta represent. You know what I mean? Dang, I'm gonna have to wash my pillow after this because the pre-cum kind of leaks out. You know. Don't you dare tell nobody. Anyway. Hey. Yeah. How does he do it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? How does he do it? The iPhony warrior. One of a kind. There's only one. He's pathetic as any human being can possibly be. Yet he's got like 7 chicks who want to sex him up. They're at least in love with the idea of it anyway.